Okay, so we start third one. It is Z transform of K power N into cos N theta, right? So for this, what we should do is repeat the derivation. Okay, so for the third one, repeat the derivation of Z transform of cos n theta till equation 1. I mean up to this you repeat it. So once you repeat, you get this Z transform of cos n theta. So which is nothing but Z square minus Z into cos theta divided by denominator Z square minus 2Z cos theta plus 1. Right. So this is the derivation of Z transform of cos n theta. This already we did. Now I want K power n into cos n theta. So to get this, I'll apply the damping rule. So using damping rule, I'll write using damping rule, we put Z is equal to Z by K. So according to damping rule, if you have K power n into Un, we have to replace Z by K in this. If I put Z by K, we get Z transformation of K power n into cos n theta equals, it is Z by K the whole square minus Z by K into cos theta divided by denominator, it is Z by K whole square minus 2 into Z by K cos theta plus 1. Right? So just you put Z is equal to Z by K in this answer, you get K power n into cos n theta. So instead of cos, if I ask sine, then what you will do? You will repeat the derivation till equation 2, and then you will replace Z by Z divided by K in that, you get this. So this simplification, it is left to you. If you want, you can simplify or leave it, no problem. You got the answer. You have to replace Z by K, that's all. We got the Z transformation. Because entire steps you are retraced, you are rewritten. Only the last step, it is for carries 1 mark. Simplification is not required here. So this is a Z transform of K power n into cos n theta. This is by using damping rule, and this is a solution for your problem number 3. Now for this one, in the same way for problem 4, the problem 4 is Z transformation of e power minus an into sine n theta. I'm asked like this. Then what we have to do? See here, I'll write this as, I'll write this is equal to, I'll write like this, Z transformation of e power minus a whole power n into sine n theta. I'll write like this, e power minus a whole power n sine n theta. This n I will take to the power. Now let us put e power minus a is equal to k. So I mean put k is equal to e power minus a. E power minus a as k. So therefore this becomes Z transform of k power n into sine n theta. Right. So just a rearrangement you have to do. Correct. So e power minus a n can be written as e power minus a whole power n. If I take this as k, you get k power n into sine n theta. And for this, what we can do? You have to repeat the steps of the derivation till equation 2. I mean up to this step. And after put Z is equal to Z by K using damping rule, you get the answer. And in place of K, you put e power minus a. I'll just write that. So repeat the derivation of Z transform of sine n theta. So when you repeat it, you get Z transform of sine n theta is equal to, so this already we have done, it is Z into sine theta divided by denominator Z square minus, okay. So Z transform of sine n theta already we have derived. I'll use that formula. Z transform of sine n theta is Z sine theta by Z square minus 2Z cos theta plus 1. Okay, so now use damping rule. Using damping rule, we put z is equal to z by k, because the reason is you have k power n into sin n theta, k power n into un. K power n into un is z is equal to z by k according to damping rule. You put z is equal to z by k. So we get z transform of k power n into sin n theta equals z transform of k power n into sin n theta is equal to, it is z by k sin theta divided by, this is z by k the whole square minus 2z by k cos theta plus 1. But here you know k stands for e power minus a, so let us use that. So put k is equal to e power minus a, we get z transform of e power minus an into sin n theta equals, it is z by e power minus a sin theta divided by denominator. It is z by e power minus a whole square minus 2z divided by k is e power minus a cos theta plus 1. So it is 2z, this is 2z by e power minus a. Just I am putting wherever k is there, e power minus a. If I put k is equal to e power minus a, we get the answer for question number 3. This is, question number 4. So this is the fourth problem here. So this is the answer for fourth one. So one, if we derive cos n theta, see, at a time we did 4 problems. So one problem if you have done, it is an answer for remaining 3. So this is the advantage of Z transformation. If you done one, the remaining things will be of the same type. So in the same way, cos h n theta if you done, sin h n theta is same. So like this. So this is how we can find the Z transformations. So anyway guys, in the next class,